All right. I have a live feed. All right, I'm live and the doors are open for the tribe. Just waiting on them and we'll get some music going. Kev's here. Welcome to Soulful Sunday. Good to see you. First one in the door. Best virtual seat in the house. And Gene, both of you together. Awesome. Good to see you. Hope everybody's doing well. Braving this heat. We're still on our cooling trend according to my my weather app. Still going to be down in the 90s. It was 96. Now they're saying 97 by Friday and Saturday. So it's going to be under 100. We'll take it. Gene, during these hot summer months, these little frosty beverages, these tummy warmers are great. My running around today, I actually got a couple of limes at Sprouts, so there's a complete lime in there. Plus, it's the margarita mix is lime flavored, so that's a lime pucker factor right there. That's a lot of powerful lime, which is great. The Batgirl's here. Good to see you. Oh. Crazy week winding down. 3 days without water. A boil alert. What? No city or no water at all to Carroll? Boil alert. That usually means contaminated. So you buy bottled water. It's back now. Oh, okay. Wow. That's wild. What the heck happened? They had a pumping station go out? Yeah, we can go, up to a week, 5 days at least, without food. But we cannot go without water. Just your house and a couple others. Wow. How did that happen? I was going to say a line break, but boiling alert would mean that you have water, you just have to boil it because it's not pure. Construction crew had no idea what they were doing on a totally different street and took out our water. Oh no. Oh, so probably boil alert means they took your water out. So you had some in the line come into your house, but since it would have been sitting there, it might have got stagnant. Well, I'm glad it's back either way. Bunch of bottled water, that's what I figured. I don't blame you. I wouldn't have trusted it either. You never know. If they broke that line, it could have got all kinds of dirt and sediment in there. So, it could have made its way to your home. That would have clogged up filters and everything. Glad it's better. Yay. I don't get on Facebook much, so earlier, somebody sent me something. It was on Facebook Marketplace, so I was looking at it, and I happened to see, so it's your parents' anniversary. Is that today? Was that today's post? So I got to play some stuff to honor Don and Mitty. Yeah, that was beautiful. What did it say? Like 65 years on earth together, forever in heaven or something. I love that. All right. Start off a little Steve Pulse and Jewel. There were at least over 40 people that showed up at my daughter's 40th birthday yesterday. I saw some people that we were friends with raising the girls because they had kids that went to high school together with my daughters and with Lauren, and I hadn't seen them in forever, so it was kind of a reunion. My former brother-in-law was there. Haven't seen him since his dad passed a few years ago, and my former sister-in-law. So it was nice, but I bought new strings. So I've got new strings, which I love. You hear the clock, it's 6 a.m. It feels so far from where I've been. I've got my eggs, I've got my pancakes too. I've got my maple syrup, everything but you. Break the yolks and make a smiley face. I kinda like it in my brand new place. I want the spots off the mirror, only the keys in the door. I never put wet towels on the floor anymore, 'cause dreams last for so long, even after you're gone. And I know that you love me, and soon you will see you were meant for me, and I was meant for you. Called my mom, but she was out for a walk. Sold a cup of coffee, but it didn't want to talk. So I picked up the paper. It was more bad news. Our hearts being broken, more people being used. Put on my coat in the pouring rain. I saw a movie, it just wasn't the same, 'cause it was happy. I was sad, yeah. It only made me miss you oh so bad, 'cause dreams last for so long, even after you're gone. And I know that you love me, and soon you will see you were meant for me, and I was meant for you. Yeah, I go about my business and doing fine, do signs. What would you say if I had you on the line? Same old story, not much to say. Hearts are broken every day. Brush my teeth and put the cap back on. I know you hate it when I leave the light on. I pick a book up and turn the sheets down, yeah. I take a good long look around. Put on my PJs and hop into bed. I'm never alive, but I feel mostly dead. I try to tell myself it'll be alright. I shouldn't think anymore tonight, 'cause dreams will last for so long, even after you're gone. And I know that you love me, and soon I know you will see you were meant for me, and I was meant for you. Yeah, you were meant for me, and I was meant for you. Yeah, 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 yeah. All right, a little Steve Poltz and Jewel kicking off this edition of Soulful Sunday. Thanks for being here. Good to see you. Sip 'em if you got 'em. Amy says, how was it? Oh, that was fabulous. They had a Mexican food catered, and it was mostly outdoors, but they had, this company came and had these huge fans with misters, and I mean, it really cooled it down. And then they had a guy playing keyboards with outdoor music, and then people came up and told stories and thoughts about Lauren, and then they opened it up for live music. So my son-in-law came and said, hey, do you want to play? Now's the time. So I had 4 songs with stories associated with each, and so I played those, and they had an outdoor speaker but no microphone stand, and so my son-in-law and one of my granddaughters took turns holding the mic up. And it's so funny, my granddaughters, and it's like a unidirectional mic, so there's no pickups on the side. You have to have it right in front of your face, and so poor thing, she was holding it up, and kept moving away, so I was playing and singing, trying to stay with the microphone. And then my son-in-law kind of traded doing duties like that, so I had human mic holders, which I'd never had before, so that was fun. Yeah, so it was a wonderful time. Tons of people showed up. Oh. So you guys remember it was March when my roommate and I went and saw um, Richard Marx and Rick Springfield. They were here on tour together. And then we had seen Rick Springfield at Celebrity Theater, I think October previously. So it's been almost a year. Then we saw them in March, and that's when I got that autographed guitar and by Rick Springfield to me. And then my cousin and her husband were there, so we all got pictures. And Lori had a handbag that Rick Springfield signed. And so he was back touring with a bunch of 80s bands, Wang Chun and some others. And then him, so they were at the same venue. It's at the outdoor venue at the casino where we saw Foreigner a couple of months ago. So she went with a husband and wife friend of hers. And then I got home. I had texted her I was on my way for my daughters just to check in and see how she was doing. I never heard from her. So I got home and her car was in the garage and all the house lights were off. So I thought, oh, because she had to work today. I thought she must be asleep. So I was really quiet getting in. I got here in the den, settled in, and all of a sudden I heard her go, Bruce, and I thought maybe she woke up. I went, yeah. And she was actually, her friends had picked her up, which I didn't know because I left earlier. She was still at work when I left. And her friends had picked her up and they went out through the front door. So they were all coming in the front door and I went, oh! I said, I thought you were asleep. She goes, no, because it had 3 other bands and then Rick Springfield. So she said, guess what? I said, what? She goes, so she met him previously in March and got her picture with him, but didn't really say anything. She was kind of starstruck. And then this time, so he did what he did before, he and Richard Marx, they go through the audience and they weave their way around. She goes, he came by me and I just ran up and put my arm around his waist. She goes, I didn't even think about it. It just happened. I said, of course, they're used to all of that. So I said, did anybody get a picture? She goes, no, because it happened so fast. Her friends weren't prepared for it. But it was really awesome. So I was really happy for her. So that was a good memory. He puts on a great show. So I've seen him twice in the last year, and she's seen him 3 times now. Last October being the first time we saw him. So she was elated, so it was really good to hear that. The show was great. I can't remember the other people. They had 80s hits. Like Wang Chun has Everybody Have Fun Tonight. That was a big one. That's on my power walking set list, actually. Another band and then a solo guy. They all had at least one hit in the 80s that I went, oh yeah, I remember that song. So, and then Rick. So, it was a great show, I guess. And he said, fun, yep. Z's here, yay! Good to see you guys. Welcome. Yeah, so the birthday party went great. Lori and her friends had a great time seeing Rick Springfield again. So he puts on a good show if you get a chance to see. Ever get a chance to see him, it's worth it. Let me see. Let me do some more, so I gotta get warmed up. Hold me close and tell me how you feel. Tell me love is real. Words of love you whisper soft and true. Darling, I love you. Let me hear you say the words I darling, when you're near. Words of love, so true. So just follow my muse. So then I realized I need to do a double shot of Buddy Holly, and this one goes up to Amy's parents are both in heaven. This is their anniversary today. It's my favorite Buddy Holly song. So to Don and Mitty. Just you know why you and I will by no true love waits. Sometimes we'll sigh, sometimes we'll cry, and we'll know why. Just you and I know true love waits. Throughout the days, our true love waits will bring us joys to share with those who really care. Sometimes we'll sigh, sometimes we'll cry, and we'll know why. Just you and I know true love waits. Throughout the days, our true love waits will bring us joys to share with those who really care. Sometimes we'll sigh, sometimes we'll cry, and we know why. Just you and I know true love waits. Oh, there's a little double shot of Buddy Holly. That's my favorite Buddy Holly song, dedicated to Amy's parents. Their anniversary. Aim, type in how many years were they? 64? 65 were they married here? Were they together? Amy says, thank you, you're welcome. Elvis Week has started. Oh, yeah. Yep. Wow, so 12 years since I took that 9,372 mile motorcycle trip. And part of that was about after I left my friend Kelly's house in Nashville. That's when I made I left it. We actually went with her girlfriend, now her wife, to a little outdoor venue for some dinner and stuff, and then watched a friend of hers, Johnny Hayes, and his friend play. And then Johnny went to The Voice, and I still believe he got screwed. He should have won, but they brought him back. He got second place. He was fantastic. So I got to meet him and watch them play. I left at 9 o'clock at night on my Harley, rode to Memphis, got across the street and parked at 12:30 in the morning and got my bottled water they give you because it's August in Memphis, and my candle, which I burned through too. and started the trek up for the candlelight vigil on the night of the 15th before he passed. So, it's the 16th. So, so I got in line and it took hour and 15 minutes to walk about 70 yards. There were so many people. And that was only like on the 36th anniversary. It wasn't like a milestone, like, like on the 30th or 35th or 40th. So it was pretty amazing. And they don't close the gates until the last person leaves. So, I got finished at 12:40 in the morning, got in line, hour and 15 minutes, so like 1:20. And as I was leaving, there were still people coming up the driveway. It was amazing. So that was 12 years ago. I was there for Elvis Week. So they broadcast the Candlelight Vigil on, I think it's Graceland.com, the first hour. So it's the 16th, a week from, when is it, Wednesday? Today's the 10th, 6 days from now. Saturday. Yeah, so if you remember to watch that, that'll be awesome. I love watching that. Amy says 67 married. Wow, that's amazing. Married after my dad got home from Korea. Yep. He and I shared, well, he was a war veteran, I was not, but was he Army? I seem to think. Yep, so honoring your dad's service too, which I appreciate. They kept the peace for my generation to come along, doing the same thing. And my friend Kevin, our late friend Steve, they stayed in and made a career. Somebody had to get out and protect the largest nuclear power plant in the country, second largest on the planet, which Kevin eventually also did. So, and now others have, we passed the torch on to the next generation, protecting our freedom, which we're grateful for. Angela Shepard is here. Angela, you just had a birthday. What is this, Sunday? Was your birthday Saturday or Thursday? I just saw on Facebook because I wrote you. Your dad was Army. Kevin and I were Air Force. Army medic, yep. And this is good for y'all. Angela's birthday was Friday, and I was here live, but that's right. But I remembered it. That's right, because you and I, our birthdays are a month apart. Mine's next month, same year. Hey, so did you sign up for Medicare? I had a conversation last night with my son-in-law's grandmother. She and her husband are like in their 80s and look great. And so, so I got all my Medicare packet. And when I flew to Michigan last month, I ended up sitting next to this couple that were from Michigan going home for their her niece's wedding, but they live in Mesa, and we were on the same flight going to and coming back 8 days apart, same seats. And so they become friends and they check in here. So we got talking about Medicare, and they gave me the name of this guy who's a insurance broker. This is how the universe just goes before me, because I got the big packet in the mail, which is like a volume and all of that. And so they gave me some great advice, and I talked to him last week, and he's in Nebraska. He's coming in back to Arizona tomorrow, so he's going to help me walk through all of that. So I was just curious. Yep, so I'm looking at options for that, so I was just curious. So mine starts the 1st of September, so we're going to, yours would have started the 1st of August, I guess. Anyway, trips around the sun. So Angela, it was your birthday on Friday, and I want to celebrate that like I do with my friends with my special gift of music, so this one's for you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Angela. Happy birthday to you. I love that little jazzy chord on the end. Just for you. Happy birthday, Angela. So glad that you tuned in, and I remembered that. So I often do remember if my friends have birthdays, and I wish them well, like on Facebook. And then if they check in, I make it a point to honor their birthday. So happy birthday. And my tribe does the same, even without meeting you. That's what I love about these people. My good friends, my tribe's members. And you're welcome. So Amy, your parents were married 67 years. Got married after he came home from Korea. And now they're celebrating forever. Just waiting for the rest of us to show up. At some point, not rushing it, but it's an inevitability. So I remember you told me that your dad passed first, and I think it was a couple of months later during COVID, then your mom passed, but your mom was laying there in a hospital and said that your dad came to her and said, "Come on, let's go." I still love that story. So I was trying to remember that Richie Valens song because I don't play it, only for you, and it's been a while, so I'll probably fumble through the lyrics unless somebody can paste them in there really quick, but so I wanted to see if I could remember enough of it. Well, yeah, I haven't done it in so long. I'm not even sure the key. Well, that's not right. Well, let's go. Yeah. Well, let's go, little darling, and then we'll always be together. Come on, let's go, and again. Well, now swing, oh, little darling, and meet me on up there, and oh, let's do it again. And I love you so. So well, let's go, little sweetheart, and we will always be together. Come on, let's go, and again. Oh, hang on. I got lyrics. Woo! Oh man, that's so many. That's okay, I'll just have to scroll. Let's go, little darling. Tell me that you believe me. Come on, let's go, and again. Well, now swing me all the way down there. Come on, let's go, little darling. Let's go, again once more. Well, I love you so, dear, and I'll never let you go. Come on, baby, son. Oh, pretty baby, I love you so well. Let's go, little sweetheart. Then we can always be together. Come on, let's go again. Well, I love you so, dear, and I never let you go. Come on, baby, so. Oh, pretty baby, I love you so well. Let's go, little darling. There is some man we belong here. Come on, let's go, and again, and again. Come on, let's go, do it again. That was great. Thanks for posting those. I had to start it again because I got some of them right. I just haven't committed that one to memory. Yeah, well, I saw your post today, so I did remember that song. I think I also played Come Monday, didn't I? Something I do know. That was my choice after they passed, so let's do that one. Heading up to San Francisco for the Labor Day weekend show. I've got my hush puppies on. I guess I never was meant for glitter, rock and roll. And honey, I didn't know that I'd be missing you so. Come Monday, it'll be alright. Come Monday, I'll be holding you tight. I spent 4 lonely days in a brown LA haze, and I just want you back by my side. Yes, it's been quite a summer, running cars and westbound trains. And now you're off on vacation, something you try to explain. And darling, it's I love you so, and that's the reason I just let you go. Come Monday, and it'll be alright. Come Monday, I'll be holding you tight. I spent 4 lonely days in a brown LA haze, and I just want you back by my side. I can't help it, honey, you're that much a part of me now. Remember that night in Ohio when we said there'd be no room for doubt? I hope you're enjoying the scenery. I know that it's pretty up there. When you go hiking on Tuesday, with you I'd walk anywhere. California has worn me quite thin, and I just can't wait to see you again. Come Monday, it'll be alright. Come Monday, I'll be holding you tight. I spent 4 lonely days in a brown LA haze, and I can't put you by my side. I spent 4 lonely days in a brown LA haze, and I just want you back by my side. I did play that and changed it to Ohio. I squinted and saw that. I just saw Ohio and I went, oh, that's right. So I had to because I did that on the fly initially. I may or may not have remembered it, so thank you for that. You're welcome. And of course, no set honoring your parents would be complete without playing one of her favorites. Sitting in the morning sun, I'll be sitting till the evening comes, watching the ships roll in, and I'll watch them roll away again. I'm just sitting on the dock of the bay, watching the tide roll away. Ooh, we sitting on the dock of the bay, wasting time. Left my home in Georgia, headed for the Frisco Bay. I ain't got nothing to live for, nothing gonna come my way. So I'm just gonna sit on the dock of the bay, watching the tide roll away. Ooh, we sitting on the dock of the bay, wasting time. Look like nothing gonna change, everything remains the same. I can't do what 10 people tell me to do, so I guess I'll remain the same. I'm just sitting here, resting my bones, and this loneliness won't leave me alone. 2,000 miles I roam just to make this dock my home. So I'm just gonna sit on the dock of the bay, watching the tide wasting time. All right, there's a nice little mini set honoring the anniversary of 67th anniversary. No, they were here 67 years married. So Amy's parents are in heavenly bliss now, and this marks their anniversary day, so I did a little mini set for them. And you told me your mom loved that song, so I like playing that one just for her. So that's for Don and Mitty Klum. That made me smile. You're welcome. Pammy's here. Happy Sunday. Oh, I haven't seen you in so long. My daughter Lauren had a birthday yesterday. They had over 40 people went, catered and everything. Maybe I should have told you to sit down. So she turned 40. My youngest turned 40 on the 29th, and they had a huge, wonderful celebration. I got to play 4 songs I selected just for her, and one for she and her husband, my awesome son-in-law. Yeah, so good to see you here, Pam. Yeah, so I'll do some Elvis stuff in a bit, but since Z reminded me, Elvis Week has officially started. But we don't get to see Pammy very often, so let's play something she likes from that movie Country Strong. When the stars line up and you catch a good break, people think you're lucky, but you know it's grace, and it can happen so fast. We're a little bit late, timing is everything. You know, I've had close calls when it could have been me, and I was young when I learned just how fragile life can be. I lost friends of mine, guess it wasn't my time. Timing is everything. And I could have been a child that God took home, and I would have been one more unfinished song. And when it seems a rhyme is hard to find, that's when one comes along just in time. Well, I remember that day when our eyes first met. You ran into the building to get out of the rain because you was soaking wet. And as I held the door, you wanted to know my name. Timing is everything. And I could have been another minute late. You never would have crossed my path that day. When it seems true love is hard to find, that's when love comes along just in time. You can call it fate, a destiny. Sometimes it really seems like it's a mystery, 'cause you can be hurt by love and healed by the same. Timing is everything, and it can happen so fast. We're a little bit late. Timing is everything. All right, that was for Pammy. Thanks for checking in. I remembered I was just thinking about you earlier in the week, a couple days ago. And here you are. I think it's time for some more Mexican food lunch sometime soon. Pam said, oh, it's been too long. Yeah, you're welcome for that. 80 cents hearts, that's nice. That's awesome. Let's see. Ditto, yeah. Oh yeah, so I had 4 specially selected songs I got to play last night for my daughter, all those people, and that kind of wove their way through our stories as father-daughter. And then I ended with saying I had asked my son-in-law to go sit with her, so I got to play this one for both of them. And I like playing this one for Kevin and Jean. But it was for them last night, and this Elvis song, so we'll do this in, and then a couple others to commemorate Elvis Week, which Z pointed out starts today. How many girls choose cotton dress worlds when they could have satins and lace, and stand by her man, never once letting shame touch her face? And how many hearts could live through all the winter we've known and still not be cold? True love travels on a gravel road. Love is a stranger and hearts are in danger on smooth streets paved with gold. Oh, true love travels on a gravel road. Down through the years we've had hard times and tears, but they only helped our love grow. And we'll stay together no matter how strong the wind blows. Not once have I seen your blue eyes filled with envy or stray from the one that you hold. Oh, true love travels on a gravel road. Yeah, love is a stranger and hearts are in danger on smooth streets paved with gold. Oh, true love travels on a gravel road. Yeah, true love travels on a gravel road. Yeah, true love travels on a gravel road. Man, I love that song. I just discovered a couple years ago. I had never heard. Yeah, so I got to finish off my little mini set for my daughter's birthday yesterday with that song for honoring Lauren and Brandon. Married 15 years. Pam says, that's beautiful. Those grandbabies must all be grown up. Okay, so there's 2 boys and 2 girls. So David, John, Vera, and Esther. David was, they had a birthday celebration back in a few months ago in, was it May? And David was he's 13 and he was like right here. He's now 1/2 inch shorter than me. He's 6'1 1/2 and he's only 13. his feet are at least size 13, which mine are even bigger. He's grown almost an inch and a half since I saw him last, and it's only been a few months. He's just tall and rail thin. And Lauren was talking to some people last night and said that David eats more than the entire family combined. And it's like, I remember those days when I was young. I had an endless furnace. Yeah, David, yeah, he was just a couple years old. He's 13 and he's a half inch shorter than me. And just a couple months ago, like in May, he was like up to here. And now he's grown at least an inch or an inch and a half. And my son-in-law's 6'1.5". We're pretty close. So he's, yeah. Lauren's 5'11", so David's now taller than his mom. I didn't start really growing until I hit puberty like around 16, going on 17, so I was kind of a late bloomer. He's only 13. I know. He's going to be, I've long said, even the last couple years ago, when he started growing, I said he'll be at least 6'4", if not taller. And I think he's definitely going to be. So, oh yeah, so I wanted to let's do one from, commemorating, starting Elvis Week, so let's do one from Blue Hawaii. Wise men say only fools rush in, but I can't fall in love with you. Shall I stay? Would it be a sin? But I can't fall in love with you. Like a river flows surely to the sea, darling, so it goes. Some things are meant to be. Take my hand, take my own life too, but I can't fall in love with you. Like a river flows surely to the sea, darling, so it goes. Some things are meant to be. Take my hand, take my own life too, but I can't fall in love with you, for I can't fall in love with you. All right. Kicking off, as Z reminded me earlier, Elvis Week starts this week. So they're having the Elvis tribute competition, tribute artist competition, all kinds of stuff this week in Memphis. It'll be crazy. Culminating with the candlelight vigil that I attended 12 years ago during that 9,372-mile motorcycle trip. So, yeah, that was awesome. Starts at 6 o'clock at night. They close the mansion, and then the police close off Elvis Presley Boulevard, which runs in front of Graceland. And yeah, people set up camp and have candles, and then you get in line when they open the gates, and you go up to the meditation garden. That's where the family and Elvis is all buried, and they give you a candle and water because it's August in Memphis. And yeah, so I did that 12 years ago. So on the 16th, they'll broadcast live on their website, I think, Graceland.com. They'll do a special proclamation, and then they'll start it off, and they've got Elvis piped all through the grounds, so you can watch people go through and hear his music. They broadcast about an hour of it, the start of the candlelight vigil. And like I mentioned earlier, it starts at like 6:30, and it goes all night. They don't have a shut-off time, so it's just until the last person comes, because people send stuff, flowers and everything from all across the world, and travel in. So yeah, I got in line, and I roared into Memphis and Graceland at 12:30 in the morning after I left Nashville, and my friend Kelly and her girlfriend, and then I got in line at 12:40, and it took an hour and 15 minutes to walk about 70 yards. There were so many people there, and I still have my candle, what's left of it. So that's happening this week. If you think about it, you can mark the date. I'll remind you throughout the week. I'll confirm before Wednesday exactly that schedule if you want to watch. It starts, it might start at like 4 or 5 in the afternoon our time. It might be 8 o'clock when they started. 765, yeah, it might be 8 o'clock, and then that's 5 o'clock our time. And you can watch like the first hour. It's really wonderful. A couple years ago, they had Priscilla. She comes every once in a while, and she'll talk and hand out candles. And then Lisa Marine, a year or so before she passed, she was there, gave a talk, and then handed out candles to people, which is really awesome. Okay. Maybe say, wow, oh my gosh, the one, yeah, that was David. Beautiful, thank you. All right, let's do one more. This one from Blue Hawaii. This will wrap up this edition of Soulful Sunday. And kicking off Elvis Week.
Oh, I love you more today than yesterday, but I love you less today, less than I will tomorrow. See the sweet wine rose, see it blossom, see it grow. That's the start of our love. Ever since we said hello, oh, I love you more today than yesterday. But I love you less today, less than I will tomorrow. As the years go passing by, we'll recall our wedding day. I will be there by your side. You will always hear me say, oh, I love you more today than yesterday. But I love you less today, less than I will tomorrow. You're my Hawaiian sweetheart. You're my Hawaiian sweetheart.
Oh, that's a perfect song to end on. Thanks for the reminder, Z. Today kicks off Elvis Week. So today and the next 6 days. So we'll be playing some more Elvis throughout the week, and looking forward to seeing you then. Z says, thanks, you're welcome. Gene says, aloha, thanks so much. Thank you all for checking in, and as always, namaste. The divinity in me recognizes and honors the divinity in you. Thanks for keeping yourselves healthy, those immune systems bolstered up, If you're in the furnace here in Arizona, thanks for keeping yourself cool and braving this heat. But as I mentioned earlier, my weather app still shows we're on a cooling trend. It was 96, now it's showing 97 by Friday or Saturday. That can always change to drop back down again, but we're grateful for and take anything below 100, especially in August in Arizona. Oh, my new friend Roger. I met him last night at my daughter's birthday party. You get to check in. Yay. Thanks for being here. Yeah, I archived the show, so you can watch it again at your leisure. So if you care to. Yeah, I talked a little bit about the birthday party. Thanks for checking in, man. It's awesome. I really enjoyed meeting you and talking to you. And Will was the other guy, right? Because you're Roger Wilco. And Will like Bruce Willis, so that's the other guy, my new friend. But I don't think he got my Facebook information, but you did. Yeah, so I accepted your friend request last night. Z Nita says thanks. I know that's her favorite movie, Blue White, and I love that too. So she's welcome. So we're kicking off L this week. I'll remind you during the week. I think Friday will be the Candlelight Vigil, which I attended 12 years ago during that 9,372-mile motorcycle trip. So I was there 12:40 at night, hour and 15 minutes to walk from the gates of Graceland all the way up to the meditation garden, because there were that many people, and it goes on all night. They don't stop until the last person comes. So Graceland.com, if you want to check it out on your own. I think that'll be Friday night. They start the Candlelight Vigil broadcasting live for about an hour. When I'm back on Wednesday, I'll have that information, and I'll let you know. Yay, my BFF Pemmy, thank you. Have a great week. Thanks. You're welcome, Amy. Thanks for allowing me to play some songs for your heavenly mom and dad. This is they were married 67 years, and this is their anniversary, so I was glad to play some selections just for them. So thanks for putting that post up earlier so that I knew. And Angela was here for a while, got to sing. Her birthday was on Friday, so I remembered that. So it's been an all-star night. Roger says yes. You're welcome, Amy. So good to see all of you. Thanks for checking in. Z, thanks for the reminder. This is Elvis Week, and Kevin and Jean. Yeah, I got to play True Love Travels on a Gravel Road for You, which I love playing, and then I played it last night for my daughter and son-in-law. Ended that little 4-song set just for them with that, so I get to play it for you guys tonight. All right, enjoy what's left of your Soulful Sunday as you slide into your work week or whatever that looks like as normal. I will be back on Wednesday, same bat time and channel, 7 p.m. Mountain Standard for Wind Down Wednesday. Have a great rest of your Sunday, everybody. Enjoy the beginning of this week, and we'll see you next time.